his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense.
Still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ingram. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 38. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Minshew and Shark on the hookup. Their 1st down, Jacksonville. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
To the running back.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
And less than a yard.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 25-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Ravens nothing.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a come in a little bit high, they don't have great leverage and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ingram. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Morrow with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Minshew. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
To number 49.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Minshew sets to throw. And able to find Conley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
On first down, Thompson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the tackle.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
28-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case,
they're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On third down, Mark Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. As time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. There, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Going up top. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet up. The defense finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. It'll be Minshew again. Flush to his right. And Eifert has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and long.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one is right down Broadway. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Jones in on the stop.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
45-yard line.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he's into the clear. The 40. The third. Keith Brown. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Justin Tucker to kick.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark.